Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be solving LeetCode problem number 905, which is sort array by parity. So let me tell you, I'm using a DSA sheet here, which is DSA sheet by LearnYard. Okay, we'll be solving from these. So this is the one that we are solving today. Okay, it is a easy level problem. Even though it is a easy level problem, it has been asked in various top level companies, including Wipro, Amazon, Microsoft, Paytm. Okay, if you're preparing for a service based company, this is like a very important problem, I would say. So just without wasting any time, let us look at the question. What the question is saying: given an integer array nums. Okay, integer array nums. Move all the even integers at the beginning of the array, followed by all the odd integers. Okay, return any array that satisfies the condition. Okay, there's no specific output they are expecting. It should the output should just satisfy all the conditions mentioned in the question. So we'll look at the example to get a clear view of what they're expecting us to do. Okay, so we will be given a nums array, which is an integer array consisting consisting of 3, 1, 2 and 4. Okay, so as you can see, this is odd, 3 is odd, 1 is odd, 2 is even and 4 is even. So what we have to do is we have to shift the even ones, okay, at the beginning, and the odd ones like at the end, basically. Okay, so the outputs 4231, 2413 and 4213 would also be accepted. Okay, we just have to move the even ones to the front and the odd ones to the back. Okay, if the integer array consists 0, we just have to return 0. Okay, so I will be showing you an approach which is very optimized, and the solution will be a big O of n in terms of time and space complexity. Okay, so let me just open the Word document. Here it is. We are using two pointers here. Okay, the pointer I would be at the first element, the pointer j would be at the last element. Okay, so what I would do is, first step is I would compare. Okay, so I would compare this and this. Okay, yeah, so I will be using a condition here. Okay, so first of all we'll be using while loop. Okay, that is obvious. Okay, we'll be using a while loop here. Okay, so then we will be using a if condition where we will compare this and this. Okay, so what the condition would be here is, if nums of I, let's say this is nums. Okay, this is nums. Let's say nums of I is odd. All right, nums of I is odd, and nums of j, which is this, is even. Okay, this is odd and this is even, but according to the question, what the actual elements should be here is, here we should have 4. Okay, here at I we should have 4, and at j we should have 3. All right. Okay, so that would be the condition. If nums of I is odd and I'll just write n, okay, instead of nums. N of j is even. Okay, it is even. So what we'll do is, second step would be we will swap them. Okay, because that is what we want. So how the array will look now after swapping is 4 will come here, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so now yeah, so this thing is done. So we will move the pointers forward. Okay, I from here, it will come here, j which was here will come here. Okay, now here also you can see this is the here 1 is odd and 2 is even, but what we actually want is we want 2 to be here and 1 to be here, right? So we will do the same thing. We will swap these also, swap again. Okay, so it will get swapped again. So now it will be 4, 1, 4, 2, 1 and 3. Does this satisfy the conditions that were provided by the question? Yes, it does. All right. And okay, now we have to look for the edge cases. All right, edge cases are quite important. Okay, let me just let me just open a new document. All right, so what the edge cases might be. All right, let's say we had an array, okay, which was 4, 1, 2 and 3. We would follow the same 2-pointer approach. I would be here, we'll start by this, and j would be here. Okay, now as you can see, this actually satisfies the condition provided by the question, right? This should have been even and it is even, this should have been odd and it is odd, right? So what we would do is, instead of swapping, we would just move I here. Okay, I would come here. All right, and as you can see here also, this should have been odd and it already is odd. So what we would do is, instead of swapping anything, we would just move j pointer here. All right, now does this satisfy our condition? No, it does. Yeah, it does not, obviously. So here we will swap. Okay, now the swapping is done. Upon swapping, our array would look like this. Does this satisfy the conditions provided by the question? Yes, it does. So we know, like, we took care of the edge cases too. Now we are good to go, and let us solve the problem. Okay, yes, let us begin solving the problem. Here what I would do is, to store the length of the nums array, I would use a variable called n. Start. Okay, yes, we are correct. Okay, and we would use an, I'm sorry for that, I pointer. Okay, then int j equals, okay, this I will be at the beginning, right, at the first element. Okay, j is at the last element, which is n minus 1. Okay, as I told you, we'll be using a while loop, I less than j. So why are we using while I less than j? Because this condition ensures I and j do not overlap. We don't want them to overlap. Okay, takes care of that. Let us go on with the condition we spoke about. Okay, we will be comparing them, the first and the last one. So if nums of I is odd, so how do we write that? Mod 2 not equal to 0 and nums of j mod 2 equals to 0. Okay, this should be even, as I already told you. Okay, let us move. Okay, if this is the scenario, if this is the condition, okay, if the if condition is satisfied, I already told you we would be swapping, because in the first if there is odd and there is even at the last, we have to swap them. So how do we swap? We will create an other variable called temp equals to nums of I and nums of I equals nums of j and nums of j equals to temp. Okay, and once the swapping is done, do not forget to increment the pointer and decrement the other pointer. Got it? Now let us take care of the edge case. Right, let us take care of the edge case. If nums of I mod 2 equals to 0, right? If at the beginning there's already even, what we have to do is we have to increment the I pointer. Clear? And then we have to take care of the other condition too. If nums of j mod 2 not equal to 0, okay, then j minus. Okay, that seems alright, I guess. Then we will return nums, which is the original array which we just modified. Let us see if it is working. Okay, it is running. Let us see if all the test cases pass. Yep, it did. Okay, thank you so much. Please like and share the video. Thank you.